So right back there is the park that I was at before, and this time rather than going across the bridge there, I'm basically going to be walking upriver, which you can't see right now because the tamarisk is a little out of control. But I wanted to, I don't know if I'll be able to zoom in on this well or not, but I see people stopped here all the time filling water buckets. And kind of right in there, if you can see it, is a natural spring. And this is actually the first time I've come by here where there aren't people filling their water buckets. Okay, now we've gotten past that tamarisk jungle that was over there. And here you can see the river. And what I'm hoping is if you can see how fast the water's running. I can't tell based on lighting if you can see it or not, but hopefully you can. This is a very nice, went the wrong way. This is a very nice paved, bike/people path right next to this road that, so sorry for the road noise, but since you've got this big river right here, you don't have too much of a choice where to put this walkway. This walkway goes for 2.5 miles. It says there's something 3 miles from here, but that the path stops at 2.5 miles. I've gone to the end of the path last time, but I didn't dare go any further because I don't know if you can see, there's no such thing as shoulders on these roads. So it is definitely not safe to walk on. And so I just said, never mind, whatever the magic thing that's 1/2 mile away, I'm not dealing with that as a pedestrian. Someday, if I've got just a regular car, I'll drive this road and see what it's all about. Okay, pretty soon I'm going to lose the good view of the river. If you can tell, it's making a hard turn around that. Whoops, sorry, can't see my finger. It's making a hard turn around this thing and going that way. And as I'm turning and going that way, I'm being pulled further and further from the water. Plus, as you can see, there's a lot of growth there. Okay, I'm up a little further, and here you can get a better view of how it makes that hard turn. Here, I forgot to kind of show you what this side looks like. So when you're driving, you're right up against that big, huge wall that just really goes straight up. So stay in your lane. One more shot of the river as it's making its turn. Okay, I've come around the bend, and you can't see the water because it's on the other side of all that greenery, but I kind of wanted you to see what the views look like here. Just these sharp cliffs. Oh, hi there. 2 little eyeballs and a mouth. Do you see it? 2 little eyeballs and a mouth. And then continuing around, and somewhere up there, and I can't remember exactly where, was where the parachuter guys jumped off, came across, and ended up somewhere in this field. It was really actually kind of cool to watch. I was definitely not expecting it. Still walking, but I don't know if you can tell. The road is way up there, up above. And there's a pull-off for the road that's kind of an overlook out at all of these cool kind of rock formations. especially that. Another eyeball. Flipped it around on the walk. If I look hot, I am. It's 6 p.m., but it's still well over 90 degrees. And so it's hot. Right now there's a little bit of cloud cover, which is my saving grace. But whenever I'm in these parts, I'm a Virginia gal. I'm from the swamplands of Virginia. And I remember when I first moved to Utah, it was such a shock to see the mountains, because I started off living with a foster family in Provo, Utah, right up on a mountainside. And that was the craziest thing when you come from what is the swamplands of Virginia? Semi-tropical? Heck, tropical half the time. To out here to the high desert. It's pretty craziness. And then as I learned more and more about the state, and just down here in the Red Rock country, it is just crazy. It is definitely something that needs to be seen at least once in a lifetime. I've got this kid, well, I shouldn't say kid because he's an adult now, but he's worked for me for probably a decade, that lives in Bangladesh. And it is my goal to get him and his wife and child out here to see this type of environment. What's the word I want? Topography, what have you. Because he also lives in kind of a tropical area. So to see all this high desert would be pretty cool for him.